Damion, it's been a couple of weekends, but the Pirates got to compete in the NCAA Division III National Tournament 2 Fridays ago down in Texas against Trinity University. Had to have been extremely frustrating as a coach to watch the ball not go in the hoop on shots that we normally make, but we really gave a valiant comeback effort. Just talk about what you take out of that showing and what you're most proud of.
Yeah, obviously, we had a frustrating night shooting the ball. Trinity does a good job with their zone. It really is a good zone. I thought we prepped all week pretty well for it, but then you get in the game, and, I think early on in the game, I don't think we worked hard enough to get really good shots. We ended up with some open ones. They weren't dropping. I wish we would have maybe worked a little bit harder to get some better shots. I think we settled a little bit, and then we had pretty uncharacteristically off shooting night. Even the ones that were wide open just didn't go in. So we battled for 3/4 of that game without really ever seeing any momentum in our favor. Dug ourselves a pretty big hole, but I'm proud of the guys for not giving up. We put in a valiant effort in the last 10 minutes and got it from what was at one point probably a 20-point game down to a one-possession game. Saw a three that could have tied rattle out, and then played the foul game at the end. And so proud of the guys. It's definitely frustrating. Obviously, at this point in the season, all the teams you face are really, really good teams. Trinity is a good team. But at the same time, you feel like on another night, it could have went in your favor, maybe easily. But when it comes to the national tournament, you're not playing a series. You're playing a one and done, and unfortunately we were done.
As you reflect on this season, of what are you most proud that this team did over the course of 27 games?
I think just represented themselves well. They never stopped trying to get better. I mean, we had some player-led meetings even in the last week or two of the season, just trying to push each other to get better. And that was really inspirational to see. I mean, these guys were really determined, really stuck together. They worked well together as a group, just a cohesiveness that you don't often see. So I think the connection level was amazing, and they were just a joy to be around throughout the whole thing. So really proud of it. It's difficult. You tend to measure where the season ends, and like I said, on any given night, it could have went your way. It didn't go your way. So, I'm not going to measure it all just on how deep we went or didn't go in the tournament, which is that, ultimately this group had high expectations and high goals. But just the way that they stayed together, the way that they kept getting better. You look at this team, and it's probably, arguably my best team. We didn't necessarily, even though we had guys step up, it could have been a different guy on any given night. And I thought they played really cohesively. The best defensive team, numbers-wise, I think this conference has seen in the 15 years I've been here. So I'm really proud of them for that, because going into the season, you may not have thought that this could be such a good defensive team. So it was pretty neat to see the things that they did this year.
This is probably an unfair question to ask you, but as you look forward, what excites you most about 2026-27?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a totally different squad. I think what excites me is the challenge of it. We have what's made Whitworth special is we get really talented players, and we have a great culture of guys that buy in and work together to accomplish the best for the team. And I think, it's going to be quite a challenge with just so many new faces, which I'm still working to acquire, at this time, a completely new roster with only 5 returners, most likely. So, I think the challenge of, keeping the culture intact and keeping the standards high that we have in our program. So it honestly will be really exciting, I think, to have so many new faces that are going to be responsible for upholding that tradition.